Did you know that we are 12 weeks away from Christmas? Yes, you heard that correctly. Today, as I am filming this, it is October 2nd, and Christmas Day is December 25, and that is exactly 12 weeks away today. And then, as we know it, New Year's Eve rolls around just 1 week after Christmas. Yes, my friends, 2024 is coming to an end. In today's video, I want to share with you how you can close out your year on a high, how you can step into your most empowered self, and how you can elevate your skills in business and content creation. So first of all, I want to ask you a question. Are you today, as you are watching this, whatever date that it may be, are you feeling a little uncertain about where you are in your life and what you're doing? And you're wondering how you can make some changes? Well, here I am, friends, to tell you that you can do this. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Tiffany. Yes, I am in Bali currently. I actually got back from Sydney a couple of days ago, and this is going to be not only a empowering, motivational video, but it is also going to be just a life update to catch you up from what's been happening in my life. I wanted to go over a few different things of where I'm at professionally in my life with the online business that I am building, as well as with my personal brand here, the content that you see on YouTube. And maybe you also will get excited about anything that I have to share with that, or maybe it may pique your interest also with the business model that I am aligned with. And then also I just want to share around how my mindset and my health has been, how my lifestyle has been, and I really want to give you some insights into how you can finish your year strong and really start to get excited about the coming new year, 2025. Over the last few months, so let's start off with what's been going on for my business. So if you've been following my channel, thank you. You will know that I have stepped back. Oh, my desk is a little high here. How about that? Is that a little bit better? First of all, coffee. Side note, we have already entered the rainy season weather here in Bali, which means that it is hot. I have, since I got back, I started surfing again. I took 3 weeks off. I basically surfed 3 times in 3 weeks because in September, the waves got really small and I was really prioritizing my screen time, which I will share in a moment, has been very productive, and I'm very grateful that I've done that. However, the weather is really hot. If I'm not in the water, I've tried to surf early morning in the last few mornings since I got back from Sydney. If I, in the middle of the day, I'm not working at a cafe that has an AC room, I am home here in my home office with the AC blasting because it is hot. Let me tell you, it is super hot. Like, it's really hot. It's almost unbearable. And this is just the beginning. Like, it's only October. When November and December and January comes, it's like out of control. Anyway, if you've been following me in the last few months, or maybe it's even around July, I decided to step back into my online business with Inagic. And this is high-ticket affiliate sales, high-ticket affiliate marketing. And I actually had been focused on just growing my personal brand by creating content here in YouTube. And I've decided that, and I'll link the video where I decided to step back and align with sales again, because sales is a form of service. And so, yes, so far in the last few months, it's been already like an incredible journey. And I can see not only growth personally when it comes to showing up in a professional way for my content and everything that I do for the business now, or any business or work tasks that I do during the day, but also just, personally and professionally, the growth, I can definitely feel that. And already with business, things have already started to move. So I'm really excited about that. My brand here is, if you are following, that I'm here to really empower women, you, to step into your power, build confidence so that you can live and work on your own terms. And if you've been following again, I've been creating my content not only around sharing things for business insights. I've been very personal with sharing other things that have been happening in my life, as well as sharing insights and things that I learn from my surfing journey, from big wave surfing and just being a surfer here in Bali. And so one of the milestones that has allowed me now to grow in a professional way in the last couple of months is that I decided to join a new platform. It's an online platform, and it's a place where I have joined a new community with new different mentors and leaders who are very, very successful in the business that I am aligned with, the business model. And they have a lot of different training for paid and organic marketing and other things with entrepreneurship. And so far, it's been amazing. I've already learned so many new things when it comes to doing certain things for building my online business, things with creating content, and I've just started creating new paid Facebook ads, paid advertising. Yeah, it's been amazing just to be in, and I think that it's really important if you've heard me speak about, and whether this is for surfing, whether this is for your fitness journey, whether this may be for relationship, whatever key area of your life that you can relate this to, it's so important to have people around you who have the success that you desire, so that you have mentors and people that you look up to, not necessarily to do exactly what they're doing, because we're all on our own life and professional journey. However, just to have them as figures in your life that can share their insights, and then you can take whatever they've shared and then obviously apply that and curate that to your own experience for work, love, relationship, surfing, what have you. And so it's been absolutely amazing. Like I said, I've learned so much, and it's wonderful coming back into this business, because if you've heard my story, I had a burnout 12 months ago, or at the end of September last year. And coming back into this business now, I just am very, very excited, and I just have a new energy and a new mindset because I've taken the time this year to really work on my personal development. It is so, so important, because as you've heard me say many times before, that your external world is really a reflection of what is going on within you. So that's why it is so important to really allow yourself to become aware of how your mindset is, how you feel, how you think, how you act, how you react, right? And then be able to shift and transform, an identity that may feel limited or insecure or in lack or scarcity, or whatever your maybe self-limiting beliefs may be, to really do the inner work, identify those, process those, deal with those, do whatever you need to do so that you can move on from that, so that ultimately you can shift into a new identity. And that's exactly it. Coming into this business now a second time, it's just a completely new and very exciting experience, because as I'm moving through my day, doing certain things that I have to do, and don't get me wrong, I've definitely had a few mini breakdowns as well, because I've had to go through training and set up automated systems online when it comes to linking different certain things for our automations and integrations. And let me tell you, I definitely admire those who are web developers, or coding, or anything really technical when it comes to building websites or creating systems and different automated strategies and systems. It's a whole thing. And basically I've joined a platform that has things already set up for us to market and utilize. However, we need to, when we join the platform, we need to put that all together. So going through some of that training has been a lot of time that I've had to invest in that. And there's been times where I've been very confused about what to do. However, the platform has amazing tech support, so I've been able to resolve all the problems that I've had. And now, because I already have some new ads running, speaking with people now in my inbox and having conversations with people in regards to the business, it's just at a very different level to how I was 12 months ago, and obviously to where I started this business back in 2020. So that's just something that I feel feel is very exciting, and I can see that there has been an evolution in the way that I am showing up for my professional life. And that should be not only in your professional life, but that should be in all areas of your life. I mean, naturally, we are humans and we're going to evolve because nothing stays the same. And I think that if you have the discernment and awareness that you actually are in a place where you feel good, where the vibration within you is light and it's almost playful, and that you're able to show up and feel that it's different from before, I think that's really powerful. And that's definitely, something that I have been celebrating. Okay, so let's talk about mindset and health. If you had followed the journey of the 5 days where I challenged myself to wake up at 5 a.m. and there were 5 areas of my life that I wanted to focus on, that was really like a jump start. I actually, after that, was waking up still very, very early. And then I went through a phase which was really interesting because everything goes in waves, right? After the first week of September, the waves got really small. And that's when I decided that I would just take a break from surfing because I was tired. Let me tell you, I was definitely tired from the big waves. I had surfed like every day almost. Like I've been surfing almost every day since April, really. So taking 3 weeks off. I mean, I surfed actually 3 times in 3 weeks, or 2 times in 3 weeks. And it was very much needed. And it was actually great because it allowed myself to focus on my business. But at the same time, I wasn't actually, and creating content, I wasn't actually eating as healthy as I could be. So just in recent days, or recently again, I have been waking up at 5:30, 6 o'clock, not so much 5 a.m. I would still like to get to 5 a.m., but waking up 5:30, 6, out of bed at 6:30 in the morning, doing a meditation, and whether that is a guided visualization or a guided meditation, or I will do my own transcendental meditation technique. I then do a yoga practice, short yoga practice, and I write some gratitude, maybe some affirmations. I do my stretchy band exercises for my shoulder. And when I start the morning off without checking social media, with plugging into my spiritual practices, drinking water, having lemon water, I've actually increased my water, and, just really prioritizing what I need to be doing online and prioritizing like the healthy habits, because this is nothing new that we've learned, right? Like you all know watching this, what we need to do in order to show up as our best version of ourselves every day, right? So eat clean, stay hydrated, drink, the best water that you can. If you can, obviously alkalized water, ionized water, filtered water, never drink from the tap, eat your fruits and vegetables, get enough sleep, don't be on your phone late at night or early morning, try to read. Like there's all these like very basic things that we should all know that we do, but somehow that we're not doing that, and we procrastinate and we make excuses for why we're not doing these things. And it's actually very, very easy that when you actually begin to prioritize taking care from source, taking care from within, and doing things to really allow yourself to grow and evolve and to become whole from within, that starts to show up in your life. And that's definitely what I've noticed. And whether it's for you that you are integrating into your days, into your weeks, healthy and well practices, or any manifestation techniques, these spiritual practices, healthy habits, manifestation techniques, this will all compound, and it will actually be setting the foundation and setting the tone to how you're going to show up and who you're going to be in your daily actions and interactions and the things that you do. And if you have also heard me speak about, I still am listening to and plugged into the community with my manifestation mentor. Her name is Kathleen Cameron, and I had invested in her manifestation mindset program at the beginning of the year. And there are like a workbook with different questions, to do for morning journaling or evening reflection. There's calls that you can plug into. So I'm very much still plugged into that community. I have started and continued, and I'm always self-learning, listening to podcasts and listening to things on YouTube, reading books. I've started reading again. Reading's very, very important. You actually will notice that there's more of like an ease and flow in your life because you're clear with how you want to be showing up and what you want to be doing and what you're working towards. And when you really do take care from within, you just feel better. And isn't that, ideally where we all want to be? We want to feel good. And whatever lifestyle that you're at, and maybe you are active in your lifestyle in fitness or in surfing or any other sort of physical movement, whether you're also involved with entrepreneurship or you're, whatever your lifestyle is, you're a busy stay-at-home mom or you're a working mom. The goal, right, is you want to feel good, happy, peaceful, alive in your life. And in order for that to happen, you actually already have all the answers that you need to be able to show up and be your best self. But sometimes we get caught up in our excuses and procrastination, just what I mentioned before. I think it's really important that you just are very mindful and, you can do basic things. You don't have to make this really extreme and start water fasting or, completely change your job or, become a vegan overnight, right? Just implementing the things that that works for you. And I'm not here ideally to tell you that you need to do this, this, and this. Of course, I'm always going to suggest to you what is working for me and what I have integrated and applied in my life. And maybe you will be positively influenced by that. That's obviously the idea, that you become empowered by that so that you can take whatever I share and really allow yourself to relate that and allow yourself to curate that for yourself and your life and your mindset and your energy. Next section, I want to talk about, let's reflect on your year. Here's the question. We are 12 weeks away from Christmas. Like I said earlier in this video, it's October 2nd today that I am filming this, and December 25. So from today until December 25, that is exactly 12 weeks. And then we have one more week and then it's New Year's Eve and then boom, we start 2025. Now, here's my question to you. At the end of the year or 12 weeks from today, even if you're watching this, whatever date that you're watching this, or it's Christmas Day for you, or it's maybe New Year's Eve for you, I encourage you to, and I invite you to ask yourself, what is it that you would like to have achieved by the end of the year? And think about, what have you achieved by the end of the year? Like, place yourself, visualize yourself on Christmas Day or New Year's Eve or somewhere in the last week of the year and ask yourself, like, how did I show up this year? What did I achieve in love, in friendship, in health, in work, in creativity, in passion? I really want you, and I really invite you to reflect about, if at the end of the year, if right now you aren't living and working and being and embodying your best self and taking action every day, step by step, in succeeding in what you are creating, in creating success in what you desire, then today is the day for you to realize that, become aware of that first. And of course, give yourself grace and compassion. We only start where we're at, but actually be honest with yourself to know, where am I at? So once you realize and you take a moment to reflect on your life, on your work, on your love, on your friendship, on every different facet of your life, and then think, okay, what do I need to do? Who do I need to be? What do I need to learn? Who do I need to let go of? What do I need to let go of? What thoughts are serving me? What is serving me and what is not serving me? And is the lifestyle and all that I do and all that I'm being, all that I'm embodying, how I'm showing up, is that allowing me to reach my ultimate bigger vision, my dreams, my ultimate big goals? And if it's not, this is the moment where you're like, okay, well, you get to change that. And I've said this, and I always share with you that you always get to do this. You get to become aware in the present moment. This is where I'm at. Okay, if how you are now is not taking you to where you want to be, then in this moment, you can instantly switch that and say, okay, so what do I need to do then in order to get there? Right? It's actually by creating that awareness, that's your first step in actually bridging that gap of okay, I'm here, but I want to be there, but maybe what I'm not doing now is not getting me there, right? I know that you understand what I mean. I think what's really fun is, so your strategy for this, it could make this really simple. So for 12 weeks of the year, I invite you to write down different areas in your life whether it's family, work, money, health, fitness, creativity, like any different area. And then start to just be very free with this and just write down what your goals are. Write down ideally what you would love to achieve success in those areas. It can be wild, crazy, whatever goals. You don't need to share this one with anyone. If you really want to share it with somebody, you can do that. But just allow yourself to have that visually down, whether you type it out or you write it out in a journal, so that you can actually visually see, okay, what is it that you are truly desiring and that you dream about and that you would like to feel accomplished with by the end of the year in 3 months plus moving forward. I think it's really beautiful to do this so that you can finish strong, right? It's so important, this goal setting. And of course, maybe in 1 month time, you can look back on your goals and think, okay, well, actually, you can change this, because you can always change everything, right? But it's important to now, because we are, again, I emphasize 12 weeks out from the end of the year. So it's a really beautiful time to do this now. And don't get me wrong, I have also done this for myself.